Okay, I know I say many situations are insane or they're crazy, but this Amouranth situation is genuinely insane, and I'm not joking here. If you don't know who Amouranth is, she's a pretty controversial streamer, and in the early hours of today, Amouranth posted this. I'm being too robbed at gunpoint. This is not a prank. Help. Now, she said that she posted that while she was getting robbed at gunpoint. Now, originally when she made these tweets, there was heavy speculation around them because Amouranth has a track record of faking things. So a lot of people really didn't believe her when they originally saw these tweets, and I mean, there's quite a few people that still don't believe her that any of this actually happened. That's what happens when you lie and fake things on the internet, kids. People don't trust you whatsoever, regardless of the circumstance. I believe I shot one of them. They wanted crypto, is what they were yelling. They pulled me out of bed. So she's given a few more details here after the event. She's trying to say that she was getting robbed for crypto, she was held at gunpoint, and she managed to self-defend herself and shoot one of them. A lot of people have mocked Amouranth for tweeting about the robbery in the moment of it happening while being held at gunpoint instead of, trying to contact anywhere else. They pistol whipped me, but I got one. I'm bleeding a lot, but stable, going to hospital. A lot of people were critiquing Amouranth for tweeting all about this in the moment of it happening, and whilst it is a pretty funny thought to think about, imagine if you'd just been robbed and, you've got a platform, you're probably going to be panic posting to some degree. But regardless, I think everyone knows why people are mocking her for it, because, imagine if you've been held at gunpoint and your first thought is, okay, let me tweet about this. She followed it up with, this was a home invasion, SWAT here now, I'm safe. She followed that up with a video showing that police, SWAT, or whoever were there. The photo and video made a lot of people who were doubting Amouranth reconsider what they were saying and what they were thinking about this whole situation, from, this is fake to, this is something that might have genuinely happened. There's still quite a lot of people that don't believe this, but of course, with someone like Amouranth's track record, that's always going to happen. I'm covered in blood, but only some of it is mine. I'll update you later, but I'm safe now. Was at gunpoint, they gave me phone and said log in with gun to my head, and I tweeted because calling would be a death sentence. People then gave critique to that, saying I don't know why you just wouldn't message the police instead of calling them. You don't necessarily have to call them, you could message them and alert them instead of tweeting about it. But I guess as well, if you're in the moment, you're being held at gunpoint, they've given your phone to log into your crypto account or whatever, your first thought might not necessarily be logical like messaging the police. It might just be to open Twitter, tweet it out and hope for the best. My advice obviously wouldn't be to tweet about it, because Amouranth has a pretty big platform. If you tweet about it, you're tweeting into the void, and some probably bad things are going to happen. Try and contact the police always. Then someone confirmed as well that she was okay, saying, I'm at the house with her, she's okay, I'm here. Then there was a statement from Amouranth's assistant saying, I'm leaving the hospital now. Amouranth is at the hospital with family and I handle the police with statements, etc. The animals are all safe and Amouranth will be discharged tonight. She does have injuries, I'll be with her in the morning as well, and we won't be alone at any point, there will be security. Because this was another thing people were asking, why didn't Amouranth have security? With the type of content that she makes, surely she would have quite a bit of security to prevent anything from happening. Amouranth's decision followed up with saying, whoever is saying this is fake, I can guarantee you this isn't, and I never want to be this scared again. Of course, like I've said throughout this video, this statement was made because lots of people genuinely believe that this could have been faked, especially with Amouranth's track record. I don't blame people for being weary of Amouranth or not immediately believing her, especially with her said track record. I don't think it's a case of saying this definitely didn't happen, right? Amouranth is completely lying here, it's just people are going to be wary, of course. Of course, when you're somebody like Amouranth and you put yourself in the position that she has, it was inevitable that people weren't always going to believe everything that she has said, even when it's something like this. Now, at a pretty similar time of this whole Amouranth thing happening, this happened. I'm sorry for not saying anything sooner, I've just been in shock. For those who don't know, I was streaming last night, a man asked for my phone number. I turned him down, and he started following our group and threatening to kill us. I wish I could say this was just some kind of 1 in a million incident, but the truth is, it's not. This is what life is like for girls. Hope if anything, people see what happened and realize how much reality is for women and content creators as a whole. So over the past 24 hours, there's been quite a big conversation about security for streamers, for female streamers especially, just in general.
He kept running and trying to get something out of his pocket. And like I said, you guys, when that clip cuts off, we had to run into a store screaming that somebody was going to kill us so that somebody would step in and let us in the back. And we were lucky that one of the workers, who was not questioning us, actually believed us, and he put us all in the back. And they're panicked, they didn't know what to do, so they tried to bring us behind the buildings to help us, but we didn't know where he was. I think when we went in the store, he backed off because it was a lot of people. And so we don't know where he was. We didn't know where he went. And we had to beg the workers to hide us because they kept trying to tell us that it's not their fault, but they kept trying to get us to go back around where it happened and saying that he was gone. But we said we didn't know if he was gonna come back. And so we had to hide in a shed for 15 minutes until the cops came.
So yeah, there's been a huge dialogue about safety for streamers, and especially female streamers. In the Amouranth situation and this situation, have both been used to, show this. I think it's pretty integral to mention this because these are what these situations are doing. They're stirring a conversation and lots of people are interested in having this said conversation. But back to Amouranth. After not really saying much on Twitter since what we last spoke about, she then posted this. 3 gunmen. He screams, I got shot after. Not supposed to post the scene itself, nor the casing, which are now evidence. They beat me before this video and pistol whipped me. The pummeling felt like it would never end, and I protected my head by putting my arms up like I learned to do in boxing. Blood was streaming down my head and my hands were beaten brown. They brought duct tape and masks and were armed with handguns. She also posted a video, like a recording of this event, what happened. I don't feel comfortable playing this because not only is it the event of what actually happened, but she's also said that, really should she be showing this or not. I personally wouldn't have risked anything by posting this said video. Just explaining your situation or maybe just even posting a screenshot would have sufficed. She has been yet again critiqued for posting this video, but she's also been praised equally as much for defending herself. I might have to remove this video later. The high-res version is already with the cops, turn up sound. A trail of his blood all the way along driveway, forensic testing it. They kept kicking my bedroom door and then finally kicked it in. And then attached to this reply, there are 2 photos. Someone responded saying, I would log off the internet for a while. This is the kind of event that needs time, space, and calm to process. You did damn good though. When it came to fight or flight, you fought. Good work. Amouranth responding with, truth be told, I don't know if I'll ever be back. Now again, whilst lots of people are being wary if this actually happened or not, the video and, the photographs and everything that is coming out is kind of pushing more people in the direction of this is something that genuinely happened, including this post. Houston Police. If you have any information related to this aggravated robbery, home invasion, contact the Houston Police Robbery Division or Crime Stoppers of Houston. Amouranth, a well-known streamer, was subjected to a violent home invasion where she was pistol whipped by intruders seeking her cryptocurrency. Amouranth defended herself by shooting one of the attackers. She is currently safe though injured and was taken to hospital by law enforcement including a SWAT team and responded to the scene where the incident took place. I mean, when an account like this posts something, come on. I do definitely get why people were being wary and not just trusting Amouranth immediately. With her track record, of course, people are not going to trust Amouranth immediately. But I think now there's, plenty of stuff out there to say that this is something that did happen. Police radio in Houston last night seems to match up with reports of Amouranth's home invasion. The clip is not as much as it is initial call-in.
Home invasion in progress.
So yeah, that's what's been happening with Amouranth. I'm really happy to know that Amouranth is safe after this, horrific event. But everybody watching, what's your thoughts on this? Please feel free to comment down below. And once you're done, you might as well smash the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a future upload. But I've been your host Samuel, and I will catch you in the next YouTube video.